everyone, Pastor Justin here. So the question today is, who do I have a gospel conversation with? Who do I have a gospel conversation with? You know, a lot of times when we talk about talking about Jesus and evangelistic efforts, we immediately run to the Jehovah's Witnesses or other people who may go from door to door, when there's nothing wrong with door-to-door evangelism at all. If that's what you're able to do, that's the same thing you're doing on social media, going door to door, sharing a scripture. It's just now a little bit more informal with the scripture being shared, whatever it is, however. But the reason, who do we have a conversation with? It's not just the poor, not just the poor. There is the poor, right? There's a necessity for us to serve those who are least, lost, left out, left behind, and looked over, with grace, with peace, with love, and with purpose, right? So it's not just the poor. A lot of times when it comes to sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ, we run immediately to those who are disenfranchised. We go immediately to those who are out and need hope and need peace. You know who also needs hope and needs peace without our judgment putting on what hope and peace is? Your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your children, your spouse, people on the bus, people on the train, the person you work out next to on the treadmill, the person you're sitting next to in the sauna, the person you might be listening to this video next to that you haven't talked to or engaged with, the person at the checkout line at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, the person that you walk by every day and don't say anything to at work, the person you go to church with that you've never found out what their name is. Who do you have a conversation with? Anybody. The gospel of Jesus reaches anybody, anywhere, at any time for the purposes of sharing the love of Christ, that if Jesus came back, he'd be pleased with what he sees. So who do you have a conversation with? Sure, have the conversation with the disenfranchised, and also have it with your friend, the one who's poor in spirit. Have it with your family member, the one who's poor in joy. Have it with your loved ones, the ones who are poor in meekness. Have it with your home, people in your home, the ones who are poor in humility. God is challenging us to reach anybody, anywhere, with a gospel who gets to every single heart. I pray that this year you don't judge anyone when it comes to sharing the gospel, but if the Lord pricks your heart to share the gospel, run with it. God bless you today.